Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. I had a really good weekend, actually. But today, we normally on Mondays and Wednesdays, we do kind of questions and answers. This is kind of going to be a cross between a question and a demo and a review kind of thing. So this one will be a little bit longer. So I apologize for that right up front. So here's the deal, and this tells you how far behind I'm running. Back in November, early November of last year, Kevin Kirian sent me a picture of a sign that he made. This is he made it out of a 4x8 sheet of what's called Extira, and I call it an MDF. But it's a special kind of MDF that's made for exterior use.
Is that him?
Yeah, this is Kevin, and that's his nephew. And I think it was an Eagle Scout project, I believe. I apologize, Kevin, if I got that wrong. But anyway, this stuff, he said he really liked the way it carved, and he actually sent me a piece of it, a couple pieces of it. And I've been meaning to kind of do a review, a demo and a review on it, so that's what I want to do today. This was actually early November of last year, so I'm a few months behind. So this is what this stuff looks like. It's 3/4 inch thick. It's made for exterior, so it's got whatever in it, glues or whatever, however they manufacture. They say that it's eco-friendly, that it's user-friendly and eco-friendly. But here's the deal. I've carved MDF before. I've routed it, and I did a lot of it in a short period of time, and I spent not this stuff. It was a different type of MDF, and I don't even know if this is technically called an MDF. So if I'm wrong on that, you guys will probably let me know. But anyway, I had an experience with MDF where I was cutting it. I was actually cutting shapes out of it, and I breathed a lot of it in a short period of time, matter of an hour or so, because I was doing a lot of cutting, and I didn't have a respirator on, and I spent the whole next morning and into the next day basically puking my guts out. So we are going to wear a mask, even if this stuff is called eco-friendly, which, many of you, this will please many of you anyway, because I get bombarded with, why aren't you wearing a respirator and mask? Well, on this stuff, Vicky's got a mask on, I've got a mask on, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to carve these letters outset, I'm going to do the background, I'm going to spray it and sand it off. I'm going to do some of it on camera and some of it off camera to kind of save time. So let's get after this. I'm going to put my cheaters on. This is a little mask. Pretty popular with the woodworkers. I'm not saying it's a great respirator, but I used it a couple times. Hope you guys can hear me.
Luke, I am
yeah, I did do that, I think, the other day when we were playing around. All right, so let's get into this. Again, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not used to wearing this thing, but we're going to get after it.
Mine's fogging up my glasses.
Uh-oh, your mask is fogging your glasses? I hope mine doesn't do that. All right. I don't have my little light. I'm going to try and get by without my little octopus light there. Okay, let's talk about this a little bit. You can see so far the cons, what I don't like, is the fact that it kind of packs up in the groove down there. Now, let's see how easy that clears out. I'm actually going to use my little vacuum. Dave, can you hand me my vacuum over there? Let's see if I can blow that out while keeping my mask on. Hang on, guys. Stay with me. We're ad-libbing here. Alright, so it does clean out. It doesn't pack so much that it doesn't clean out of the groove. And this bit isn't super sharp. So one of the drawbacks is it packs down in there. Now what I'll do, because I was kind of losing my line, you can see I need to go back and kind of trim that up, trim those lines up a little bit, which I'll do right now. Hang on. So it does clean up pretty well. It's still packed in there a little bit, but not to the point where I can't see the lines. So that's one of the bad things. It does clean up well. That's in the pro column, so that's not bad. There would be a lot of advantages to being able to buy, because I think this comes in 4x8 sheets. It's a full 3/4 inch thick. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and trim this one up, finish these up as far as the outset letters. Then we'll come back and we'll do some background. Okay, so I got all the letters carved outset with the profile bit. Actually carves very nice. It's very consistent, obviously. Don't have to worry about grain or soft hard, something like that, like if you had a grain in it. So far, I like the way it cuts. What it's going to do to the bits long term, I can't tell you. I would assume that it's going to dull them faster than if it was natural wood, but I guess that would just have to be a long-term experiment kind of thing to see. So let's. I got my bigger router set up with my my cleanup bit, which is the 90-degree V-groove. And let's carve some background here. I'm just going to do my standard textured background. Here we go. Here we don't go. Let's plug it in. What do you say? Just, let's be crazy. Let's just go ahead and have some electricity to it. It saves me from having to turn that router around real fast. Alright, let's keep your hand on that when you plug it in, just to make sure. I did turn it off. Okay, let's try this again. Okay guys, so I just finished that. You saw me just finishing that, and now I've just blown it off. I haven't even brushed it in there yet. I wanted to do that on camera just to see what it was going to do. But I gotta say, as far as carving goes, pretty darn good. I'm pleasantly surprised with the way it carves. You saw that it cleaned out with the cleanup bit, the 90 degree. It cleaned the groove out much better than it did with the profile bit. And it could be that profile bit, that's the one I've been using for a while. Could be that it really needs to be sharpened, and it would have cleared out better. As far as depth goes, I was about a 1/4 inch on the 90 degree background, a little less than that with the profile bit, because it was so. It's been ground down so much, it's kind of bigger than the original profile bit. So that's where we're at right now. Now we're gonna spray this thing, sand it off, see what it looks like. Now I've already kind of shook this up. I'm using the Rust-Oleum primer, and I'm just gonna spray this real quick. Try not to get my hat there. You okay? You with me, Ben?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. We're just gonna see how this stuff takes. Again, you guys know I talk about it all the time. Really light touch with that black spray. That's it. All right, we're gonna let this set for a few minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, so here it is. I gotta say, guys, I was kind of pleasantly surprised. It carved well, very consistent. It sanded excellent. I didn't have any issues with sanding. Seemed to sand actually a little bit faster than regular wood. So the pros, obviously, you can buy it in 4x8 sheets.
What about a finish?
Finish, I haven't put a finish on it yet. I probably think I should put a finish on it. You want me to throw a spray? You know what? I'll come back right after we're done with this with the pros and cons, and I'll throw a real quick finish on it so you guys can see it. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
My lovely assistant.
Somebody's going to ask.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so pros is obviously it's full thickness. It's full 3/4 inch thick. You can probably buy it 2-inch thick. I don't know. I really haven't looked. So that means there's no laminating. It's exterior, so it'll last outside. It'll probably never go bad. It'll never delaminate, according to the propaganda, according to what the sheets say. That's what they say, is that it'll last forever. I don't know as far as the adhesion of the black to this. I would assume it will last for a while. I really couldn't tell you there. It carved well. Now the negatives, as you saw when I was profiling, it kind of packed in there a little bit. I really needed my light on there. The last few letters I put my light on there, and that was better. That was easier. The dust, I can't be sure of the dust, how toxic or non-toxic, even though they say it's very green friendly, so it's supposed to be eco-friendly from that sense. It doesn't have a wood grain, so that's again, if you're going to stain and you want the wood look, this is not going to have that. But if you're going to paint it and everything's going to be painted, then who's going to know whether it's real wood or whether it's the composite? And this will last a lot longer from what they say. So I would have to say, if I was giving it a 0 to 10, I would have to say I'd have to give this stuff 7, maybe 8. I kind of like it, actually. I don't know that I'll use it in the future, but I'm sure going to check in to see what it costs. And it, you know, for commercial signs, I don't know if I'll do a collaborations or anything, but if I've got a big commercial sign that somebody wants something 4x8, I may consider using this, especially if there's a lot of paint on it anyway. Anyway, that's it, guys. So I will, we'll be right back, and I'll just throw a real quick coat of spray on this so you guys can see it. All right, guys, I just decided I'm going to put this Helmsman on here just to kind of see how it looks. Oh, my nozzle's kind of messed up. Let me clear the nozzle. Actually, not bad. Pretty interesting. Fascinating stuff. I may use some more of this in the future. So that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all of the support. Thanks for all the love. We love you guys, and we'll see you on Wednesday. I'm still trying to maybe start that big project. I'm still kind of in the process of putting all the pieces together, but I'd like to get that started this week, if not Wednesday, on Friday. So have a great one, everybody. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.